Next up, at UFC 287, we have the main event of the evening for the second pay-per-view in a row. We have the longtime champion getting an immediate rematch to get their belt back. We have Alex Pereira defending his new belt against former champion Israel Adesanya. Alex Pereira is only 7-1 in MMA, 5-0 in his last 5, coming off the 5th round win over Adesanya. And as we know, Alex Pereira had a very long, healthy kickboxing career before coming to MMA. Israel Adesanya is 23-2 overall. He's 3-2 in his last 5. Those 2 losses are when he went up to light heavyweight against Jan Blachowicz and his last fight against Alex Pereira. Outside of his last fight against Alex Pereira, Israel Adesanya looked absolutely unbeatable at 185. And this is an interesting matchup. The all-time statistic, and this includes Usman just losing.
Wait, Usman lost.
That's what I said.
Okay, yeah.
Champions who lost their belt and got an immediate rematch are 4-13 all-time. 4-13 all-time. So odds are not in Israel's favor. Well, the odds literally are, but their history is not in his favor here. Listen, the breakdown is an interesting one because Alex Pereira is a phenomenal kickboxer with everybody wants to talk about how huge he is. He's huge. He has insane power. He's a finisher. He shot one single takedown in that last fight, and it was clean. His head was where it was supposed to be. He drove with
Cut
it.
the angle.
It was a beautiful, beautiful takedown.
Elevated.
And he manages to have a 73% takedown defense. And part of that is there because of Izzy. Izzy shot 4 takedowns in their first matchup. 4. He got one of those 4, but he shot 4 takedowns, and Alex Pereira defended 3 of them. He did have 6 minutes of control time, though, but Israel Adesanya is the much better fighter here, right? I think we agree on that, right? He's just the better MMA fighter. Okay. I guess we don't agree that the second greatest middleweight of all time is the better MMA fighter here. Israel Adesanya is the better MMA fighter. He was winning that last fight. It's a 5-round fight. He won 4 rounds. He was going to win a decision. 4-1 decision he was going to win. And then he got caught against the cage. He got stopped. A lot of people think it was early. I think it was fine. And that's what makes this breakdown so tricky because I originally had Izzy winning this rematch because I think he's just going to dance around, avoid the power, potentially shoot some takedowns and get it done. But then every day that goes by, I get a little closer, I keep flip-flopping. I'm an absolute wet noodle when it comes to picking this fight because I've got no spine whatsoever. I am on the Alex Pereira side now. He's beaten Izzy 3 times, stopped him 2 times. What does concern me in that, though, is Izzy I know it's not horseshoes, but almost had Pereira out twice. He almost had him out in the last fight. He almost had him out in the second kickboxing match. So it is tricky. This is an awesome main event. I'm looking forward to it. If Izzy wins, he does have to fight a perfect fight, dance around the outside. If he hasn't been able to finish Alex yet, I don't think he's going to be able to. So I guess I got to go Alex here. The dude won this fight 3 times already, including 6-7 months ago. And he was the better wrestler in that fight too. So frankly, I'm going to go Alex. Very, very low confident pick here. I'm just going to enjoy this because this should be a really fun fight and definitely very interesting fight. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, I have no idea how anyone could pick Izzy. I mean, the guy's 0-3, and I understand the one was like a weird decision or whatever. He's 0-3. He's 0-3 versus the guy. How can anyone pick the guy that's 0-3 versus the champ that just won the last fight by knockout is beyond me. I understand the whole everything beyond it. He was winning. He was looking good. I mean, yeah, okay, but he lost the fight. He got knocked out because you cannot stand in front. You see Joe Rogan say over and over, you cannot stand in front of this guy, and eventually he will find the shots. And the reason he's able to find those shots is because Izzy's scared, man. You can tell the way that he fights Alex, he fights him scared. He's not the confident Izzy in there. He's taking his time. He's picking his shots. And the way you can tell this the most is when he's against the fence. back against the fence. You'll see that time and time. All the Izzy fights, he's always against the fence. When he's against the fence against everyone else, his hands are low, he's head movement, he's slipping shots, and he's putting shots in to get off this cage, right? He's head movement, and then he'll stick, boom, boom, and that's how he circles off the cage, gets back to range, and does his Izzy thing. But he's always against the fence, and he's very confident against the fence. Against Alex, when Alex is stalking him, Izzy does not want against the fence, and when he is against the fence, he's trying to grab Alex. He's trying to clinch Alex because he knows that's where he's safe, because he's scared of Alex's power against the fence. You'll see it, especially when he got finished. His first instinct when he got hit by his shot wasn't to, oh my God, head movement, circle out, let me respond. He was just trying to reach out. He was just trying to grab him. You saw that in the fight time and time again. There were so many clinch situations that Izzy initiated because he's scared of the power of Alex. He just wants to hold Alex, and he thinks he can control Alex, and he's safe there. He's like a little kid, like, I'm safe in this position. He can't fight like that. If he fights like that again, he's going to get knocked out again, because you cannot be in that range. And once you start reaching, Alex is going to sneak in those big hook shots. Izzy has to come in with a completely new game plan. And I don't know if he will, because just like with Usman, it worked the first time. Let me just do it again, right? Izzy was winning that whole fight. Let me just do it again. I don't think he can do it again. I think he gets knocked out even quicker, because for whatever reason, Alex seems even more motivated now, even after the champion. The motivation seems crazy. The camps, the everything, bringing in Chuck Liddell, all this stuff. He went over to Thailand for a while and was training and stuff. He seems more motivated for this one. I think he's all over Izzy early. And unless Izzy comes in and maybe he's able to use wrestling, people keep talking about that. I think he needs to keep the range, front kicks, side kicks. Just keep this dude away from you. Dance around, but you got to be confident, and I don't know how he can change his confidence against a guy that's beat him 3 times. I think he comes in, tries to do the same thing, gets knocked out again. I'm Alex all the way.
Well, it'll be interesting for sure, because this could be, Izzy could look great because he's not the champ. Maybe, he could have.
I mean, that's what Usman. I mean, Usman said it, but yeah, it could affect people differently. But Usman was basically like, "Oh, I'm so glad I'm not the champ. There's so many. I have so much more time for this. There's no There's no more responsibilities. I was able to train. So hard.
He's the worst. He really is the worst.
And I'm gonna take it to Leon Edwards, Rocky. Oh, Rocky. Sorry. That one still feels good to me.
Usman's very unlikable. Very unlikable. Izzy actually is just who he is. He's not fake.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He's him. Where everything about Usman was like a crafted, like, let me pretend to be this. So potentially that could, couple factors here. One, Israel Adesanya could look great because he finally lost that belt. Because when he lost to Jan, his next fight was against Marvin Vettori, a wrestler, and it was like, he just lost to a wrestler, he's going to lose, and he didn't. He looked phenomenal in that next fight. That same thing could happen here. So we know that Izzy bounces back from losses like it's no big deal. And the other thing I heard, which is the opposite of everything I just said, I watched after 285, I watched like the post-fight show and all that stuff, and the commentators were going back and forth, and I forget who mentioned it. They said something like, becoming the champ makes you 30% better.
Oh, yeah.
And it's such a cool, and honestly, it is true. Like,
that's what it seems like separated Leon and Usman, right? Because Usman was the better fighter, but Leon became the champ and was just a little bit more better. A little bit more better? I don't think that's right.
That's not great. That's not great.
That's right.
But
we'll edit that out.
So I'm looking forward to this fight. I think this is a great main event. Yes, Skinny.
Question, and this is for the chat as well. We do have the live chat. Make sure you guys are liking the stream. There's a lot of people in here. Like it before you go. I know this is the last fight and everything. We appreciate all you guys. But what storyline do you think is better? Alex winning again or Izzy coming back and winning? I don't know. I don't know what story is better.
I think it's better for the division if Alex wins. Izzy's already beat everybody.
I know, but I don't give a shit about that. I'm just talking about the story when it's all said and done. Is it a better story if Izzy comes back, wins his title back, finally beats the boogeyman in his life, or is it better if Alex is like the champion, 4-0 versus this guy, puts him away, sends Izzy back to the fucking ranks? I don't know what story's better.
I think the best story would be the exact opposite of the last fight. Alex is beating Izzy, beating him, late 5th round. Izzy
it's like, here we go again type thing. And then it's like Izzy's Rocky moment where he comes back and
Yeah, that's the bet. Then we'll take a third, and then hopefully it's very clear. So anyway, I'm looking forward. The first fight was fun. It was tense. It was a good fight.
It was tense, man. Yeah, that was one of those fights where it's like when you have Alex just stalking with that high guard, and then you see him throw one of those hooks, and it's like, oh shit. Oh God! And then especially because Joe loves Alex. Joe absolutely loves. So he's like, oh! Every time Alex throws anything, Joe's like, ooh.
No, I'm very much looking forward to this card. This is a great main event, especially after a week off. Get our juices flowing. Whatever side you're on, you should probably play that person in DraftKings, especially Alex at $7,900. If he wins, it is likely by stoppage. And even Izzy, $8,300, a great price for the second best middleweight of all time and potentially the best active middleweight on the planet right now. So pick your side. And I think Bobby beat him in their last fight too.
I think Bobby's the best middleweight. I think Bobby comes in and beats Alex. Everyone's like, oh, Alex should go fight Jamal. I don't think he's going to get the chance. I think Bobby's going to take the title.
I would like to see Alex just immediately go up in weight, honestly. But yeah,
I mean that is the creme de la creme to go and fight Jamal Hill to get back Glover's belt. Basically,
that would be awesome. That would be incredible. Awesome.
Imagine if he fucking won too. Jesus Christ!
And then it's just and it was great.
And then he can stay at 205 and not have to fight Jim. I mean,
I think he could just retire because he has been very clear. I don't like MMA. I don't like this.
And I'm sure I don't know what kind of money was in Glory, but he was like the 2-division champion forever in Glory. So I'm sure he's got decent money already, you know. And with this money that he's making for these fights, he'll be good to go.
Oh yeah, now he's a champ. He's getting pay-per-view.
The best embedded moment was I think it was today's episode. He's in his hotel and it's in Miami, so the hotel's on the beach. They can see all the yachts, by the arena. They can see the arena and stuff. And they just like, is that the boat you're gonna get, or you're gonna get one of those boats or whatever? And it's just him. It's a panned out. I mean, it's like a fucking movie. It's a panned out. All you see is the curtains and then a big hotel window and his silhouette. And it's just the caption. Obviously, he's speaking in Portuguese, but it's just the caption. It says, "Soon, I will get one soon," or something. It's like "Sooner, I will get one soon," or something like that. And he's just standing there like that little, just like this, like staring at these boats, like those will be mine soon. It's like, oh shit. Oh God.
He is a scary dude. I don't think he's ever smiled. Very scary dude. Tons of power. This is gonna be an awesome main event.
Did you see him speaking English?
I saw.
It was incredible.
He was promoting the pay-per-view. He was.
My name is. He's like.
I think he was reading it.
He was obviously reading it. Yeah. Because anybody can read a language, but it's going to sound weird, obviously. But
yeah. Hey, good for him, because listen, him and Glover are very close, obviously, and Glover is like, dude, you got it. You want to be marketable. You want to make this money. You got to speak English. It's very, very simple. But anyway, awesome card, awesome main event. I'm looking forward to it, guys. Don't forget, become a premium member. We have Fevroshi01. You commented a couple times. You do safety bet. I literally have a safety parlay that is up 6 units on the year. It's up like 18 or 21 units since we've been tracking it.